Guys, it's been a minute since I made a video. I'm actually on Deliveroo now before I go home. I thought I'd make one before I forget to have this on my mind. So I was doing Instacart. If you don't know, Instacart is like a grocery delivery service. It's basically like all the other delivery places, you know, like Postmates and DoorDash, but it's specifically for groceries, or you would say convenience stores maybe. Sometimes we do get convenience store deliveries, but not very many. I'm actually delivering for Postmates right now, but I did do a Instacart before I did this, because right now Instacart's deliveries are kind of far away. On the app, it'll tell you like you know, like where some places are and how much they're going to pay out and how many miles they are. I say just like DoorDash, but I'm not a DoorDasher, so I don't know. But that's what I've been told. It's like DoorDash. I'm actually glad that they fixed their cash out option, because before when you do Instacart, you have to wait for basically a weekly check, a weekly payment. I mean, yeah, it's good to rack up, like, you know, like $200-300 a week, like just from doing like not even 20 hours of work, like for Instacart sometimes. But what does set you back is like how long it takes. Like if you just want some quick cash or something, it's not very good for that. So a lot of what people did was use like Earnin or other cash out like apps like that. I'm actually glad that nowadays that Instacart lets you cash out within, I'd say 30 minutes, like 30-40 minutes after you've completed the delivery. Now, that isn't that fast, but it's progress, you know. Maybe they're not going to have that option right, you know, like instant cash out right away, because there are certain like things that they can take into account, like how much time you spent shopping, how long it took it to get there to the destination, if there's like traffic or something like that, which isn't our fault. So they can factor in to the cash out option. Now, what does bother me a little bit is like the tips, because what they say is on Instacart, and I've actually asked this, is that tips can be changed like at any time. They could be lowered. They could be they've been given a little more. But the problem is usually when a customer tips, they always tip like what they promise they'll tip, like maybe $2, $3, or maybe even no tip. Like there's a lot that are just no tip. Either because they paid a lot already for the delivery itself, or that, you know, that they'll just give you cash tip, like, which does happen a lot, but not very often. That's the only problem I have with it, and the 30-minute wait. But actually, the 30-minute wait is not too bad. Like, I mean, like, it does give you time, to process it, and maybe you get a little bit more. Who knows? Like, so you won't have to rely on just the tip, and like, well, not even the tip, because the tip gets paid every week. Like, with after a pay cycle, it gets paid every week. The tips, like all of the tips. That's my only gripe with that, but I'm actually glad, because it finally got me off of Earnin, which I've had problems with. So if you don't know what Earnin is, it's basically a cash out option. Like, it's basically a payday loan, but they only pay you up to maybe $50 to $100. That's the most that they ever give you. And of course, like, what it does, like, kind of what's kind of interesting about Earnin is they let you have the option of like basically like paying it forward to other people, which means that part of your tip payment, because you have to have a tip payment, it's basically like you know, like it's called interest. It's basically interest. You don't get that mixed up. It's basically interest. That's what it is. So that goes to other people, I guess, to help out like in their earnings. But what's funny about that is like I almost never see anybody tip me anything like when they pay it forward. So I don't know how true this is. Maybe it's just going to certain employees or something, like tipping them instead of tipping actual people that use the Earnin app. I don't know how much it is, but at least it got me off of that, so I don't have to pay that anymore, because that's kind of annoying. Like, you know, like you pay $50 every week, and you're basically paying like them like $20 a month just for using Earnin. Like, of course they don't charge you a monthly premium like for Earnin. It's basically, it's free, but every time you use that, because you're going to use that every week. Let's be honest. Even with your 9-to-5 job, you're going to use it every week. Like, every time you cash out, you have to use it. And you're paying like $20 a month, like, which you factor in, like, if you have Earnin for 12, like, say 6 to 12 months, you're paying at least like maybe $200, like $220 to $240 every year. Now think about that. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money you could be using for yourself or whatever, for gas. And but just like Postmates and DoorDash, when you cash out with Instacart, it's always a 50-cent charge. That always is applied, and that's fair. I mean, like, because sometimes, like, some days I'll get like from just a few hours of doing Instacart, it's like maybe like well, I don't do more than like 4 hours at a time, like, for Instacart, because like I'm not gonna be trying to do this all day. That's a lot of driving. It's a lot of like driving. It's a lot of gas. It's a lot of like miles in my car. You know, I have a call, but I'll see you guys later.